Alright, peace. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving honor and praise to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Yaakov. Giving double honors to 7130 South Chicago that taught me this truth. Giving double honors to all the brothers and sisters that the Creator has awoken in these last days. With that being said, peace and shalom. Alright, brothers and sisters, I want to go into a lesson today. I want to be talking about the recent second assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump, right? And, I believe that he was at his golf course in Mar-a-Lago, and you had an individual, I think a 50-something-year-old man, trying to take my man out. I call him Archie Bunker. That's who he remind me of. My man off of All in the Family. But really, what I see when I'm looking at stuff like that, I'm really looking at the downfall and the destruction of the American system. Is because Trump, he represents the old way, the old American system. When America stomped on their so-called enemies and how they control the world through capitalism and things of this nature, and basically controlling situations through globalism just as well, right? And you see a situation taking place now. You seeing what you would call a new form of the American system, which is the Democratic Party. And see, the new Democratic Party represents something entirely different than the old. Well, I would say the new American system represents something new than the old American system. And really, the new American system represents what the old American system represented from the beginning. And that's what? Confusion. See, because back in the day, America was looked upon as what you would call a Christian nation. A people of Christian values and things of this nature. And they had the whole world thinking that that the Most High was with them from a righteous standpoint of view. This is why they was running around conquering people, putting their foot on people's neck. Excuse me. Setting up confusion in the air. When they finna get ready to go to war against other countries and things of this nature, everybody fell for it, But like now, you see a lot of people, they're fighting against they fight against America, and some of the major people that's doing it is the people that live in the country. See, And one of the major thorns that's in America, that's in the old way of the American system, is the Democrats. It's because the Democrats represent something totally new from the old version of how America was established from the beginning. See? So Donald Trump was out at an outing, doing golf and stuff like that, and some guy tried to assassinate him. And see, that person that tried to assassinate him, and don't nobody really want to say this, is really the new form of America. See, he represents the new form of America because he has an issue with the old form of America. And really the new form of America and the old form of America is one and the same. See? But they're fighting against each other is because this is the plagues that have been unleashed on the American system. Hatred, envy, strife, going back and forth. Back in the day, the Democrats and Republicans, even when you had a Democrat or a Republican in the office, they still stood side by side on issues that represents the country and outside of the country. But now you don't see that. You see a lot of them, they're fighting against each other. And that's why I was saying that the Democrats and the Republicans represents the North and the South. But see, both of these people are racist. They represent white supremacy. So you have Donald Trump, which represent the the bad cop, and Kamala Harris or Joe Biden represents what you would call what? The good cop, see? But they all are crooked. So let's look at this, man. Let's turn to the 19th chapter of the book of Isaiah and see a lot of people, they're going to be, a lot of folks is going to be caught up in this stuff is because there will be a civil unrest on the shores of America. Mark my words. It's because you have a lot of Republicans that hate Democrats. You got a lot of Democrats that hate Republicans. And what I said a couple of years ago is that they're gonna stop picking up ballots and they're gonna start picking up guns, and that's what's happening. That's what's happening. It's because these folks, they took over the country in what they would call revolution, and they're going to do it again. So let's look at this. It says, the 19th chapter of the book of Revelation, the book of Isaiah, I'm going to read at the second verse. It says, I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. And see, that's who's fighting against each. See, these are nothing but modern day Babylonians, modern day Assyrians, modern day Egyptians fighting against each other. Because when the creator breaks down a kingdom, he got to break it down from within. So what you have is you have a bunch of infighting between people that's supposed to be brothers and sisters of the country. Like I say, Donald Trump which is a Republican, he represents certain policies of America, and the Democrats represent certain policies of America. And see, they can't come together is because, matter of fact, let's continue to read this scripture. And we're going to go to the book of Genesis, the 10th chapter. It says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother. And see, that's what's happening today. See, that's what's happening between the Americans. They're fighting each other, right? So it says, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And see, this is what's going on in the system. Is because why? The Creator has placed a plague on the system, right? And what America is doing is they're having what you would call a spiritual nervous breakdown. They having a nervous breakdown. The country is in the air. There's no leadership anymore. The economy is falling. The religious system is falling, and the social aspect of the system is falling. There's no more morale in the country. So as a result, the people is going against one another. And we haven't seen nothing yet. It's because, like I say, this country eventually is going to go into a civil war against each other, thinking that they're doing something for the common good. But both of them are wicked individuals. Third verse, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. That's why you have a lot of back and forth, disagreements, no solutions, is because the council is destroyed. Because the council is pretty much what? The leadership. So if the leadership, the people that's supposed to be controlling the country, is destroyed, then the masses of the people is going to be destroyed. It's because they following the leadership. It says, if they shall fall every one against his brother. Now it says, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols. See? And who are these idols that the people is going to seek to? See, the people is seeking to the leadership of the country, because they have made Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, the Republicans and the Democrats, right? All of these people, they done made them out of what? Idols. See? If a man will come out of nowhere and try to shoot the former president of the United States, then he has made the Democratic fraction of the country out of an idol. See? So it says, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to what? The wizards. And the charmers, the wizards, and the soothsayers, and all these other people. Who is that? These are the people that's in leadership. It's because they use words, propaganda, to do what? To cast spells on people. See, what is one of the spells that they casted? They casted the spell that Kamala Harris is basically, see, when she get in office, if she gets in office, she's going to save America from the degradation that she's suffering from right now. What is another form of witchcraft, right? Is the fact the same thing with Donald Trump. See, he's going to make America great again. See, the Democrats, they're going to go after the big boys that control the world, the 1%. No, they're not going to do that. It's because they are part of the 1%. And the masses, what we doing, we're taking that and we're digesting it, right? And you know, we're digesting it, and we doing what? We're engaging in that type of stuff. And even if it's a hoax, it's still witchcraft, right? It's because they got the people believing that Donald Trump he's being assassinated by the people that follow Democrats so that he can catapult himself in office. Because why? Because he see that Kamala Harris and her team is a threat to him becoming the next president or re-elected as the president of the United States of America. So what is that? Third verse. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. I will destroy the council. That's the leadership. It says, and they that seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. Right? So, this is what's happening. But all over the country, the world, all over the planet, the world is in chaos, man. It's because, see, we're in the latter end of the Gentile world power system. Let's look at this. This is the book of Matthew, the 12th chapter. And I'm going to start reading the 24th verse. I'm just going to read a couple of precepts out of this. It says, do ye not therefore err because... No, this ain't the scripture. 25th verse. It says, for when they shall rise from the dead... Nah, this ain't the scripture that I want. Let me see. Nah, this is Mark. This I want Matthew, the 12th chapter, not Mark. Those some good scriptures, but that ain't what I want. Because, see, this is talking about the kingdom, right? That's being established today. Mark 12 and 25, right? It says, Mark 12, 25. 1 second. Mark 12, 25. It says, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. So like I said, what kingdom are we talking about? We're talking about the Gentile world power system. The Euro Gentile world power system. See, it's divided amongst itself. Look at the people that refer to themselves as Israel. They over there fighting. The Palestinians fight against Israel. The Europeans is fighting against each other. See? You even got so-called black people sprinkled here and there. They're fighting against people because why? They following the system just as well. Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. See? And this is what the Creator does before he destroy a kingdom. He got to destroy it from the inside, because is just like the body, right? What is, what's that? What is your immune system? Your immune system is your gut. So if your gut is messed up, then the whole body is messed up. See? And what is the gut of America? See? It's white supremacy. Because America represents the same spirit that came out of where? Out of Europe, brothers and sisters. 26. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is what? Divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And that's why we at the Euro-Gentile world power system is the kingdom of Satan. So when we looking at all these wars and rumors of wars, this is the country in an uproar against itself. This is why you seeing the Palestinians, the Jews, the Christians, blah, blah, blah. This is why you see them going against each other, is because why? The Creator has placed judgment. These are the plagues that the Creator has sent amongst these nations. Oh, what about the baby? See, the Creator don't care about nothing like that. Let's look at something. Jeremiah 50 and 23. Jeremiah, the book of Yirmiyahu, 50. Let's turn to Jeremiah 50, 22 and 23. It says, a sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth asunder? It says, let me read that over. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? See? And that's America, because America was that sledgehammer that was dashing in pieces all these different countries that they was controlling over. We see a glimpse of her power, how she went over there and took over Pakistan, how she went over there and caused disruption over there in Syria, how she caused disruption over there in Iraq. Everywhere she goes, she caused disruption. But the Creator is saying, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? Why is that? It's because America was a prison to house the nation of Israel. Now the Creator has woken the nation of Israel. Now the kingdom, which we would call the Euro-Gentile world power system, is on its way out. This is how the hammer, right, is being cut asunder and broken. It says, how's the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon becoming desolation among the nations? And who is the modern day Babylonians? It's the American system, brothers and sisters. How is Babylon become a destruction amongst the nations? How? It's because of the judgment of the Creator. This is how she has become a desolation, because that's her future. Her future is what? Destruction in the earth. And then the Democrats run around here with this false democracy that they talking about. They ain't no better. it's okay to have two mommies and two daddies, right? A woman can have an abortion at any trap master. All this goofy stuff that they doing. So even though they represent the new form of America, they still got what? The spirit of the adversary on them. Let's turn to the book of Ezekiel, the 38th chapter. I believe it's the 21st verse. Let me see something real quick. Book of Ezekiel 38:21. No, that's not it. Revelations, the 17th chapter and the 16th verse. The book of Revelation 17 and 16. Then we'll be done. We ain't gonna be that long. Revelation 17 and 16. It says, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire." And what is that symbolizes of? It's symbolic of the nations starting to do what? To go against each other. It's because these nations was all following the beast. Because the beast represent what? The old Babylonian mystery system. They was following. They made money off of it. They created religions, social livings off of this situation. But what happened is what? You got a lot of people, they power struggle. You know what I'm saying? And now they going against each other. The way they conduct policies in the earth. The people don't want to follow these policies. So a lot of times when you had that, you had what? You had chaos. Because like I said, the core is no good. America was created off of what? Racism, y'all. Now she done tiptoe in the future, and then she got people thinking that she a person of the creator. No, she's not. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And that's just symbolic of what you would call the nuclear war that's going to take place. Because this country is going to be fought against all these nations that profess them after these different religious social orders that they have set up on the scene. See? So with that being said, brothers and sisters, peace, shalom.